Imagine possessing a skill so mighty, it could skyrocket you to the top of any social circle, grant you immeasurable influence, and make you a magnetic presence in any room. Narrators, pedagogues, jesters, and world leaders all wield this formidable art, shaping realities and inspiring action. If your ears are perked up and you're itching for this secret weapon, I congratulate you on your impeccable timing. For today we delve deep into the ancient, yet ever-relevant craft of storytelling. Our world runs on stories. They birth civilizations, fuel passions, and forge connections. And it turns out that being adept at spinning a yarn or weaving a tale isn't just for the bards of yore, it's a modern-day superpower. Research underscores what we've long suspected. Top-notch storytellers don't just entertain, they earn more respect, kindle more romantic interest, and, don't take my word for it, even appear more alluring. Yet, what is the blueprint behind these verbal tapestries? Well, let's dissect this potent form of communication. Essentially, a story worth its salt follows a tripartite structure. Master this, and you're on your way to captivating your audience like a maestro directing an orchestra. First and foremost, the setup. This is the groundwork, akin to glimpsing the facade of a building before venturing inside. A poor setup is the equivalent of a bland book cover. No one's going to give it the time of day. Your anecdote must resonate with the topic at hand. For instance, if the room's abuzz with tales of college shenanigans, regale them with your own rib-tickling escapades. Segue to the second act, the content. Here lies the crux of your narrative. Like the chef who knows just the right amount of spice, you must balance detail with pace. Tedium is your nemesis. You want to be pithy but powerful. Remember, folks, attention spans aren't what they used to be. Clutter your story with endless minutiae, and you'll hear the sound of crickets rather than applause. Keep it short and simple, is your mantra here. As for the content, if we're not inching toward the edge of our seats, if our hearts aren't thumping with anticipation, you've lost us. Escalate the stakes, stack the odds, make us bite our nails. Whether it's humorous, poignant, or downright hair-raising, the narrative must promise and deliver a payoff that's out of the ordinary. Finally, we arrive at the resolution. After all that mounting suspense, it's time to cut the tension with the revelatory power of a climax. In comedy, it's your punchline. In dramas, it's the third act twist. Fail to stick the landing, and your audience exits with discontent, the magic dissipated. Now, let's put theory into practice. Picture this, my mentor, a seasoned hustler. This man, Jim, stood fearless at doorsteps, undisputed in the art of the pitch. One day, confronted by a man with a gun, Jim's retort was as audacious as it was legendary. Can we talk about your internet now? That, my friends, is a story with zest. From setup to tension-filled escalation and a memorable conclusion, it illustrates the essence of a tale that sticks. Allow me an even more personal vignette. My college roommate, the epitome of misfortune. Adam, the name synonymous with bizarre mishaps. Post-breakup, he's sulking. Suddenly, a mishandled knife leads to a room splattered in red pure, unintended slapstick courtesy of my unique roommate. A tale like this captivates with its vivid dialogue and unexpected twists, culminating in a release that packs a humorous punch about luck, or in Adam's case, the lack thereof. Each story told is an opportunity to evoke emotion, draw a laugh, or leave a lasting impression. If you're nodding along, itching to become a raconteur yourself, the path is simple yet demanding practice. Begin now, sketch out narratives, refine your delivery, and infuse each story with your distinct flair. The comments section below is your battleground. Draft your tale, adhere to the golden triad setup, content, resolution, and toss it into the ring. I'll be there, offering constructive critique to finesse your storytelling chops. And here's a nugget of wisdom for my loyal subscribers. Your narratives are your tribute to the world. A masterful storyteller is not just a speaker, but a weaver of dreams and a broker of illusions. Dare to master this, and watch your influence soar. As we conclude this odyssey of oration, I leave you with a challenge. What's your story? And if the wisdom shared has been valuable, I humbly suggest a token of appreciation, with details in the description. Remember, storytelling is merely the first chapter in the Book of Mastery. Commit to this journey, and watch as the puzzle pieces of triumph assuredly fall into place. Subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that notification bell to transform these teachings into triumphs. Imagine you're sitting at a dinner table, the candlelight flickering, and across from you sits the most fascinating person you've ever met. What's their secret? Simple, They know how to spin a yarn so captivating it leaves you hanging on every word. Now, picture this: it could be you, telling a story that grips your listeners, leaving a lasting impact. Let's dive deep into the art of storytelling, an art that could change your life one tale at a time. Your life, a collection of moments woven together into a rich tapestry of experiences, can be shared in ways that resonate deeply with others. Matthew Dix, an expert storyteller with an impressive track record of 36 wins in highly competitive story slams across the globe, teaches us that at the heart of every tale lies a pivotal 5-second momenta flash where everything changes. That's the moment you fell head over heels or had an epiphany that upturned your understanding of the world. It's these moments of transformation that infuse our stories with gravity, the critical points that everything else orbits around. Now, you must be wondering, how do you highlight these life-altering snapshots in your storytelling? Begin with sharp contrast. Think about Indiana Jones. He starts out skeptical, only to have his beliefs radically altered by movie's end. Consider Grant from Jurassic Park, swinging from indifference about children to a protective, almost paternal figure. Or Jerry Maguire's transformation from a high-flying sports agent to a man searching for authentic connections. It's all about that arc starting at one end of the spectrum and finishing at a world apart. Captivating stories burst into life with immediate action. Look at how Christopher Nolan gripped audiences right from the start with that heart-pounding bank heist in The Dark Knight or the intergalactic chase opening Star Wars: A New Hope. If I were recounting my kayaking misadventure, I wouldn't start with the calm waters, but at the heart-stopping moment I glimpsed the waterfall ahead of me. Master storytellers are adept at the art of misdirection, a sleight of hand that keeps audiences guessing. They lay down a plan, then shatter it, like in Ocean's 11, putting viewers on the edge as plans go awry. Misdirection plays with our assumptions, setting us up for a tale of triumph only to pull the rug out with an unexpected challenge. This game of mental hide-and-seek, where you drop breadcrumbs for the audience to follow only to lead them somewhere entirely unexpected, is paramount in holding their attention. As you near the crescendo of your story, resist the urge to rush the reveal. Instead, linger on the brink of the climax with rich, tactile details, stretching out the tension like a cinematic slow-motion sequence. Picture that child on Christmas morning, the gift tantalizingly out of reach yet so close, building anticipation to a fever pitch. The moment you finally staff that reveal like cracking open an emotional piñata, spilling out a trove of personal, vulnerable truths that resonate universally. You don't just share a story, you forge an unbreakable bond with your audience. And that, my friends, is the hallmark of exceptional storytelling as championed by Matthew Dix. If you've ever longed for the tools to craft such impactful narratives, if you've ever craved to hold an audience in rapt attention or to be the soul of every gathering, mastering the art of storytelling is your key. And with Matthew Dix's wisdom as our guide, we now have the blueprint to transforming our experiences into stories that will echo long after the telling. So, what's the next chapter in your life that you'll turn into a captivating story? Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and together, let's embark on a journey of transformation, one story at a time. And if you find value in what you've learned today, perhaps you'll consider showing your appreciation. A link awaits in the description for those who wish to tip in proportion to the wisdom received. Remember, the strongest male hero ever isn't just found in stories. It could be you, crafting the narrative of your life. Let's chase those moments. Let's be the divine masculine in the narrative of our own lives. Let's weave tales that teach, that enlighten, that inspire. Until next time, keep the fire of curiosity alive, and never stop adding chapters to your incredible story.